Welcome! In this Ignitia tutorial, we'll explore how to create and use Campus IDs for your site. Please be advised that Campus IDs are an optional feature, meaning that Ignitia will still work without creating any for your site. At its base, the Campus ID is a sort and search feature found throughout Ignitia. You can also connect students and staff through the use of the same Campus ID when creating user profiles. For larger districts and schools, a Campus ID superteacher restriction can be utilized for the superteacher overseeing a division of the school, allowing them oversight for only those designated. Please note, you will need to have administrative access in Ignitia to create or edit Campus IDs. To create a Campus ID for your site, you'll begin in the School Settings tab. Next, click on the gray Campus ID sub-tab to access this page. Here you have the option to either leave the page without creating any Campus IDs, or you can create a Campus ID by clicking on the plus Add Campus ID button. This will open a new window where you will title the Campus ID and click Save. You'll repeat this process to generate multiple IDs. Once you have finished creating your Campus IDs, you can then decide if you'd like to designate one as the default ID. This will automatically populate the designated ID when creating admins, teachers, and students. To do this, simply click the Yes button next to the Set Default Campus and click the Radio button next to the Determine Default Campus ID. If you need to edit an ID, you'll simply choose the Edit link under the Actions column, and then you'll rename the existing ID. Be sure to click the Save button for the update to take effect. As mentioned earlier, the Campus ID function can be utilized as a sort and search field within many of Ignitia's navigation tabs and reports. Some of them include the Teacher Admin and Students tabs, the Course Enrollment, and Gradebook tabs. And many of the reports allow you the ability to search using a Campus ID. When you create an educator or student on your site, you will now have the Campus ID options to choose from as well. You can also update any existing educators or students by editing their profiles and selecting the appropriate ID or IDs for that user. And yes, multiple IDs can be selected per user. Be sure to click the Save button if any updates are made to existing users. If you'd like more information on creating educator or student profiles, please visit Ignitia's support page at aopschools.com. As a review, a person enrolled on your site with a teacher status can see and work and only has access to their own students for which they are the teacher of record. A superteacher, however, has the ability to see and work with all students on your site. With this in mind, a superteacher can be restricted to view only students with designated Campus IDs. Correlating IDs in the student and superteacher profiles enables this ability when the Restrict to Campus feature is selected. This can be done when assigning an educator a superteacher status. Let's walk through that process together. Start by selecting the Teacher Admin tab from the navigation bar. From here, you can either create a new teacher or admin by clicking the Create Teacher Admin button, or update an existing profile by selecting the Edit link from the Controls column. Next, you will select the Teacher Admin role as Superteacher. You'll notice there is now an additional selection available titled Restrict to Campus. In order to restrict this superteacher's access to the designated students on your site, you'll need to check this box. Then, you will need to select the appropriate Campus ID or IDs for this superteacher from the drop-down list. Be sure to click Save at the bottom of the page. To connect a student or students to a restricted superteacher's view, you'll also need to select the appropriate Campus ID for your student or students you wish this superteacher to have access to. Keep in mind that any student assigned to a teacher as the teacher of record, regardless of Campus ID, is always accessible by that teacher, no matter the Campus ID or restricted superteacher status. A teacher and student of a course are always connected. If you have further questions or would like more information, please contact technical support Thank you for viewing this Ignitia tutorial.